Welcome to BalletWise. My name is Michael Wise, its host and its creator. Now, we're in November. The holidays are coming up, which means Nutcracker season, rehearsals, long hours, performances. So I wanted to take the time and go over 5 things that can make your rehearsals and your performances for Nutcracker just that little bit better. Number 1, making sure you're properly warmed up. And that includes for rehearsals. So during rehearsals for Nutcracker, let's be honest, there's a lot of downtime. You're probably going to be sitting, you're probably going to be waiting to do your part. Make sure that you're properly warmed up to do it, because right now is the worst time for you to have an injury. Now, when you get into the theater, you can't count on the fact that someone's going to warm you up. So you need to make sure that you have a good warm-up routine, that you can do some things that'll actually make you warm and ready to go, so that when you do go out on that stage, you don't feel cold and your legs aren't just all heavy. We want you to be in a position where you can dance the best that you can. And if you're not warmed up properly, too many things can come into play, and getting injured is the last thing you want. Number 2, always check your costume on a regular basis. Make sure that all the hooks are properly set up, because the last thing in the world you want is a wardrobe malfunction in the middle of a performance. Get in the practice of making sure, even in your rehearsals, that your ribbons are properly tucked in. You might want to look at possibly having them secured either with a small stitch or with rosin, because the last thing in the world you want is your ribbons coming undone on stage. Props are a really big thing. I realize that in most places you'll have people that are supposed to kind of keep up with their props, and in some ballet schools it's your responsibility. So always know where your props are. Make sure they're preset. If someone else is doing it for you, then you know what? Trust they'll do it, but verify that it's done. In Nutcracker, you might one minute be doing Chinese and the next minute you're doing Waltz of Flowers. So you need to know where your stuff is. Make sure you're always on top of it and that it's preset. Now, if you really want to make your Nutcracker special, then really look at the character you're playing. Take the time. Think of your character as a person, so that you can try to understand why that person does what they do and why they act the way they do. Because the more we can bring those characters to life, the more magic that performance will have. I had the most important teacher of my life say this to me. If you look at the stage and you took a photograph of it and you removed just the one little part you did, that photograph wouldn't be whole anymore. So understand that no matter what part you do, it matters. It matters to everyone. And it matters to your friends and your family and to that performance. And number 4, the Nutcracker holds a very dear place in our hearts. And we've all done it, and we love to do it. But because of that, we hold ourselves at a really, really high level. We expect so much of ourselves, which can create anxiety, stress. So remember that you're doing this because you love it, and that it's not something you should be panicking over. Take the time. If you feel those emotions welling up, breathe. Just relax and let go. You've done those rehearsals. You've trained. You've done those classes. So you don't really have a reason to be stressing out, because you've done the work. So relax and trust in yourself. Everyone knows you can do it. So now's your chance to go out there and do it. And finally, the Nutcracker, all of its parts, the stories, the way it makes us feel, how the holiday season just wouldn't be right without it. You're there to go out on stage and have the time of your life. So go have fun. Don't stress over this. This is the most magical time of the year for many dancers, your family, and they love to see you and you love to perform. You just got to go out and have fun. Enjoy it. Because you want this to be memories that you'll remember for the rest of your life. You want to always remember how much fun you had, not how stressed out you were. So that's my top 5 list of things that you can do now for your Nutcracker rehearsals and your performances that will actually make a difference. I want to say thank you to all of our subscribers, all of our friends that are out there. Leave us comments because it not only helps us for other people to see us, but it also helps us understand what you are looking for and what your needs are. Remember, Nutcracker is a magical time of year for all of us. We love it. We like to complain about it, but it is something that still sits in our hearts and will always be with us. So keep dancing and be the best person you can be. Bye.